Here we go. My brother, it's been a pleasure to have you, man. How are you, brother?
How you doing?
Giancarlo, de este lado, brother.
Jason,
Vamos a comenzar. ¿Cómo está todo? ¿Cómo tú estás?
Everything good?
Everything's good? Let me just wait for a couple people to go on the live so we can officially start.
All right, bet.
You see me good? You hear me good?
Yeah, everything good.
All right, brother. All right. So here we go. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to BarrelUp Podcast. This is your host, John Carlos, and today I have a special live show for you as I'm going to be interviewing my guest here, Jason Pineda, New York fine baseball player for the San Diego Padres. Ya yo estoy viendo que hay mucha gente aquí. También lo voy a decir en español. Estoy entrevistando hoy a Jason Pineda. Ahí lo ven, mi gente. Trataremos de darle el mejor contenido, tanto en español como en inglés. ¿Me oyen bien? ¿Está todo bien? Vamos arriba. Jason, how you feeling, bro, with this coronavirus and staying home and all that stuff?
It's not it, man.
This is not it, man. I know it's been hard for a lot of players to try to get, trying to get their work in and stuff like that.
Yeah.
What is some of the things that you've been doing to try and maintain the off-season work?
I mean, the only things that you can do right now is staying inside. Just eating right is number one. You feel me? Because your body got to stay right. Your mind got to stay right. So eating right, staying flexible, stretching, your essentials, your push-ups, your core workouts, dry swings in the mirror and all that.
Has this break impacted you, like, in a way where you feel that you're not as productive, or you still try to get your work in, like you said?
I mean, obviously the production is down because you can't really be outside. Everything is like shut down. But other than that, it's an extended off season. So
okay,
you got to get your mind right to do what you want to do when the season's going to happen. People got more time to get themselves better, feeling better. So,
okay.
I mean, it's good and bad at the same time.
How do you feel physically? I know that this will be your third year as a pro, correct?
Let me see. 17, 18. This would be my fourth. My third
year.
Full year. My fourth year though.
Okay. How do you feel? Have you been getting your body right, meaning like tip-top shape for the season?
To be honest, this is the best I've been in all of my life. So
all of your life?
Yeah.
Okay.
So when I was there for like a week before we got sent home because of coronavirus, I was weighing in at 209 with 9% body fat.
Wow.
So,
wow.
Yeah.
Okay. That's amazing. So you got to go, where were you, in Arizona?
Yeah.
And you were there for a week, right?
Yeah.
And then after that week, bang, everything shut down.
Sent home, yeah.
Entonces, how did they tell you guys? Like, how did they warn you about the problem we have now, the pandemic? Like, how did they tell you, we're gonna have to just end everything? What was your reaction, other players' reaction within the clubhouse, within the organization? Talk to me about that.
I mean, it was from one day to another, because one day we had a meeting and it was just, all right, guys, we're gonna keep practicing, just keep it in-house between us, just Padres players and Padres players. And then the next day I walk in at 5 a.m. and everybody's packing. I'm like, what's going on?
Damn, brother.
We had a meeting after that.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
No, you good. We had a meeting after that, and it was just everybody's packing their stuff, and they're like, so it's getting more serious, and everybody just going home.
Wow, man. Wow. Okay. So for those that don't know you, I'm going to give them a little bit of a briefing. We're going to take it back to the Monroe days. Monroe.
All right.
For those that don't know, Jason Pineda. Jason comes from New York. He's a New York grown player where, there's a lot of talent here, but it's very hard to make it from here. Para los que no lo conocen, él viene de Nueva York, fue firmado en el 2017 desde Nueva York, donde es difícil ser firmado. So I remember seeing you a couple times. Obviously, you didn't know me back then or anything, but I remember seeing you a couple times when the PSAL games were going around.
Yeah.
You were part of that, obviously. But let's take it back to the Yankee Stadium game where Monroe played. What was the school you guys were playing?
Timeville.
Exactly. That was one of your biggest
Yeah.
rivals at the time, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I got to catch a glimpse of the game and everything, and I saw que tú metiste dos palos. Talk to me about that experience and playing in Yankee Stadium, brother.
I mean, shit, I don't even know where to start. But so I played there before. I played in Yankee Stadium growing up a couple times. I think when I was 12, 13, and might have been like 14 or 15.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, just playing there is you play there once and it's cool. You play there twice, it's the same. It's still cool.
Mm-hmm.
For the third time, it was just like it had more meaning to it because I'd grown up, I'd matured more, and I was chasing a goal, which was winning the high school championship.
Right.
So for that to be my last game there, I mean, it was something special.
Okay. Let me just give the fans that don't know English a little bit of an insight. Yo le estoy preguntando, señores, a Jason, para los que no conocen a Jason, de Nueva York, él es de Nueva York, y le estoy preguntando que cuando él estaba jugando en high school y estaba jugando en Yankee Stadium, cuando metió los dos honrones, ¿cómo se sintió? Me dice que no sabía ni de dónde comenzar porque es una tremenda experiencia. Okay, my brother. So, how old are you now?
Right now, I'm 20.
You're 20 years old. At what age did you start to get interested in the game of baseball?
If I tell you an age, then I'm lying because my mom's told me stories of when I was 1 and 2 walking around with a plastic bat.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can't remember back that far,
Mm-hmm.
but that's based off what she's told me. And but I know from a young age, I've always loved the game of baseball.
Desde una temprana edad le ha gustado el juego de béisbol a él y desde los 1 o 2 años tenía un bate de plástico. En tu familia, in your family, does that run in your family? I know you're Dominican just like I am,
Yeah.
and I'm pretty sure it does, but a little bit more specifics.
Specifically, both my brothers, my cousins play baseball, so I used to watch them growing up.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody in my family played professionally though. I was
Nobody.
the first one.
Also, so you're like the star of the family.
Yeah, basically.
En la familia de él, señores, hay unos primos que han jugado pelota y siempre lo intensivaron a él a jugar, pero él es el primero en su familia en ser profesional. Okay, Jason. Okay, so from what age were you being scouted? Like when was the first time that you got notable attraction coming from New York? Because it's very hard to really like get that scouting. You start to spark interest.
College or major leagues?
Say it again.
It's frozen. I said college or major leagues?
Let's start with college.
College, I'd say about like 14, 15.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what school?
Actually,
what college?
Before that, I would say I want to say like I would say before that. So when, like 13 or 14 on it.
13 and 14. Okay. And at that time, what school was interested in you and to see you grow as a baseball player and as a scholar athlete?
A lot of people. I was committed to the University of Michigan. That was the first school that reached out to me.
Okay.
So
Michigan.
when I was 13, playing in Georgia, perfect game tournament, they saw me there. Later in the summer, I went on an unofficial visit. Around like early my sophomore year, they saw me again, and that's why I committed to. They were the first people who ever contacted me about being interested, felt like a family, and that's why I decided to commit.
Okay. Entonces, para los que no saben inglés, les voy a explicar que Jason tuvo mucha atracción de universidades, tanto aquí en Nueva York como en otros estados, y él se convirtió a la Universidad de Michigan. División Uno, Division One. Very, 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 very good school for other sports as well. That's amazing, brother. That's amazing. Now, let's talk about June, the month of June 2017, the draft month. So before draft day, were you already receiving attraction from major league teams, not the Padres, other teams?
I had spoken to a couple teams before, but it wasn't. I mean, I had heard stuff previously from other people. 'Cause at the time, I didn't have an agent, so there wasn't nobody. The communication was directly through me. So I had spoken to other teams before, Padres included, obviously, and just other teams as well.
Señores, les pregunto yo a él, a Jason, que para el mes de junio, aquí en Estados Unidos comienza el draft. Estamos hablando de 2017, que en ese tiempo fue que firmó Jason, a ver cuál fue el equipo que se interesó y todo eso. Obviamente los Padres se interesaron y se interesaron en otro equipo, pero él no tenía un agente. He didn't have an agent. Y se contactaban con él. What? The scouts would just go to Monroe games and just line up in the back and watch other players and yourself play?
Freddie's in here somewhere, so it would be me and King Fred 23. We'd be in class. They'll call the office and they'll be like, "Oh, there's a scout here to see Jason." So sometimes I have to leave class early and go out to the field and hit BP, because being in New York, you don't play night games because it gets dark.
Right.
So I had to, my 6th, 7th, and 8th period class, I didn't go to because I had to go hit on the field.
Wow. Just pulling you out of class because they wanted to see you. Un saludito ahí para mi hermano Eddie, que está en sintonía, Richard y toda mi gente. Gracias por la sintonía y por darnos su tiempo, porque yo sé que mucha gente ahora mismo está haciendo muchas cosas. Thank you guys for tuning in. And here we are with Jason. Jason, one of the best players of New York, homegrown. Do you consider yourself humble? Do you think you're the best player, or how do you carry yourself? How do you go about your momentum, your game?
No.
Talk to me.
I mean, everybody, if you know me, I'm not cocky. I'm not that type of person. Like, if I'm in a game and that adrenaline is rushing and stuff, I may do things. I'm gonna show my emotion. Like, I'm not gonna hold that back.
Of course.
But I'll show somebody. I'm not gonna tell somebody, "Oh, you this and you that." That's just the way I've been raised, to keep my feet on the ground.
The reason why I ask you this is because a lot of good players or great players that come out of New York that I've seen, they have this arrogance where they won't even talk to kids that want to play at their level, or they don't want to really like open up because they feel like they're the best. But seeing the humbleness from you, it just shows the type of person you are and how this can take you to the next level, because you always have to stay humble with 2 feet, like you said, on the ground. Because there's players working out and working hard everywhere around the world. So while you're sleeping, even though you're great, there's somebody else working hard. Le digo yo, mi gente, a él, que como él se mantuvo tan humilde al saber que él era un prospecto notado de aquí en Nueva York, y él dice que él siempre ha sido así, que él los humos no se le meten a la cabeza, y eso es muy importante hacia llegar donde él quiere llegar, que es la meta. Jason, draft day, right? June 23rd, I believe it was, right? Around there?
I think it was before that. The dates changed. Yeah. I think it was the 14th, if I'm not mistaken.
The 14th. Okay.
I think. I can't remember. I can't remember the exact day. But
all right.
I do remember the day, but not the date.
Yeah, that's a day you can never forget. Let's talk a little bit about that day. Where were you that day? What were you doing? What were your expectations? Walk me through draft day for you.
So, like I told you, I was taken in the 17th round, so it was day 3 of the draft, the last day of the draft. And like I said earlier, I had no agent, so everything was through me. I had coaches and other people who've been around the game long enough who were telling me stuff that they heard from other scouts and stuff. But when it came down to speaking to scouts and teams, it was directly through me.
Mm-hmm.
So
Directly through
obviously,
you.
yeah, straight to my phone, calls, everything.
Wow.
So obviously, before, I mean, you're gonna hear stuff. So before I heard the third round, I heard the fifth, I heard the 10th, I heard the 11th. So when you hear that stuff, you get as a kid. I was a young kid. I was 17 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So you're like, damn, third round, this, the fifth, whatever, and it's just everything goes by so quick. So you're watching
Yeah.
on your phone, you're watching on TV. Day one goes by, and you're like, okay, like it's fine. Day two goes by, and it's like, all right, time is running
Okay.
out.
Yeah.
Like you think that it's just gonna flip like within a minute. So day three, and they're in the 10th round, and I'm speaking to scouts, and I'm like, and they're saying we can take you now. I was obviously I was young. I didn't know how to handle the situation. I didn't have
Mm-hmm.
nobody there to help me with it. I didn't have no family members who played, so I didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm speaking to them, probably saying things that they didn't want to hear, or they saying things that I don't want to hear. So it was just back and forth between different, multiple teams, not just with the Padres.
Wow.
So off the top of my head, I remember the Braves, Padres, obviously, Mets, and a couple other teams maybe.
You
But
just
it was
mentioned
just
my
back
favorite
and
team, by the way, the Mets.
the Mets.
Yeah, man. But keep
So
going, keep
yeah,
going.
it was that day, and it was crazy. So I'm just there, and obviously I was pissed kind of because you obviously you want to go in a higher round, you want to do that because and to me like learning from it and just keep like moving on with it is just like once that gets over with, it doesn't matter anymore. You go into the organization and you got to compete.
That's right. It doesn't matter if you're a
Regardless,
first
yeah,
rounder, second rounder, third rounder, you're competing.
exactly. So to me, in the moment when I was younger, it was like, damn, like you obviously you like your dream is you want to be drafted, you want to be a high pick, whatever. But at the end of the day, when that gets over with and it's behind the scenes, whatever, everybody's doing their work,
Exactly.
regardless if you're a
Exactly.
first rounder or a 30th rounder.
Exactly.
Everybody got that dog in them and they want to be the best.
I'm going to just translate a little bit because I got a lot of fans that speak Spanish as well. Le
No
pregunto yo a
problem.
Jason que el día de su firma, que cómo estaba él y dónde estaba y todo eso. Y me dice Jason que él no tenía un agente, que todas las llamadas se las hacían a él directamente y habían varios equipos interesados, como los Braves, los Atlanta Braves, los Mets, San Diego Padres, y fue un día muy, muy, muy hectic. So, you get the call. You get the call. What's the first thing they tell you?
That's the funny thing. It wasn't even a call.
It wasn't
Just
even a
because
call, so they didn't call you. Wow.
they called me during, but it was just like with all the back and forth, like there was no time for calls.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm there. I'm laying down. I was with my girlfriend. I'm still my girlfriend now. So we're just
Loyal
laying
man,
there.
loyal man.
Yeah, I'm just laying there, and we're talking about it, and just like what are we gonna do, or what I'm gonna do, and it's like at this point, like I told you, I was kind of upset because I heard from teams. They said earlier, some teams said later, so I was just like I was in the air about it. I didn't know.
Mm.
Up until the last minute, I'm like, you know what, like I might as well go to school, or just like I might as well just go to school or take it. I'd go to school. Like I didn't know. I didn't have a exact answer until that moment.
Wow.
So I'm just laying there, and I texted one of the scouts eventually, the scout who drafted me from the Padres, and I'm just like, you know what? I told him I was like, you know what? That's fine. I'll take it.
Mm-hmm.
And he texts me. He shoots me a text right back, and he's like, you didn't have to tell me that. We already took you.
Wow.
And so yeah. So I open my phone, and I'm getting all these messages. Twitter's blowing up, phone calls, and everybody's going crazy. And I'm like, I was just in the middle because he told me right then and there.
Wow, man. Wow.
Yeah.
That was one of my dreams coming as a baseball player from very small to what I am now. I don't play with the intentions of being professional anymore, but I used to live in Dominican Republic, and that's all I did.
Yep.
Talking to scouts and all that stuff, I understand exactly what you went through, but more so here in the United States of America, where it's a little bit harder because, for example, in New York, you don't have that nice weather all year round. You're not playing every day. Like in the South, you have kids that are playing every day and getting scouted. So it's even harder. It's even harder for a New York kid to put up numbers, one, to stay healthy, two, and to stay motivated, which is like very, 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 very hard.
Number one thing.
Who can you attribute that motivation to? Who helped you to fight through adversity? Because I know everybody goes through adversity. Who helped you through the way, man?
A lot of people. A lot of people. I can't sit here and just say it was just one person. Friends, family, strangers, a lot of people.
Jason, knowing that obviously we're both from New York, and there's a lot of temptation around girls, you know, drugs in school and all that. How were you able to stay away and stay focused on the dream and the goal? Talk to me a little bit about that, so the players and people can know how hard it is and what you have to do.
That I can attribute to my mom. My mom is like my biggest motivation. Just like I told you earlier, keeping my feet on the ground, staying 10 toes down, and it's just like keeping my head on the right path. If you want something, you got to get it, and nobody can take it from you unless you let them.
That's facts.
So
bro.
It's just sticking to that. I got 2 older brothers, so family, friends. You see all the people commenting, being clowns right there.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Those are the same people that stuck with me from then. They still with me now. Those are the same people. Nobody knew. Nothing changed. All those people commenting is the same people who I grew up with, same people I played with. Same thing, man.
Le pregunto yo a Jason que cómo él se mantuvo con la determinación y el enfoque con tantas distracciones que hay, tanto en la escuela aquí, con mujeres, niñas que quieren sacar al muchacho del juego, las drogas, y él dice que su mamá lo ayudó mucho, y su familia y sus amigos que están comentando ahí, a mantenerse enfocado, y eso, that goes to show a lot, brother. Now, let me ask you something. Your first day in the San Diego Padres complex, walk me through that vividly. You're drafted already. You're, you know, already not a high school player anymore. You're a professional. Talk to me about that. Your first day.
True, but it was hot. I'll tell you that for sure.
Hot.
Yo, being from New York, you get to the hundreds, you get to 90 something, but you get the cold weather. I was in Arizona in June. It was 116, 118 around there.
Oh my God.
Heat. Yeah. Hot. But
so,
you know.
Where were you, in Mesa?
No, in Peoria.
Peoria. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's where all, like, a lot of teams have their complexes and stuff.
In Arizona, yeah. So we share a complex with the Mariners.
With the Mariners.
Yeah.
The Mariners. At the time when you were drafted, were there any other New York players that you knew that were getting drafted as well?
Yeah, Quinn Holmes. I know Quinn Holmes. I know there were some players that year that should have been drafted that didn't. But you know, that's just how it works. It sucks because they're talented players out in New York, but they just don't get the exposure, or people don't believe in them because of that.
Le pregunto yo a Jason que cómo fue su primer día como profesional ya en el complejo del San Diego Padres. Me dice él que fue algo muy interesante y que estaba bien caliente, porque aquí en Nueva York en el verano se hace un poco de calor y todo eso, pero allá en Arizona estaba a 116. So it was like a culture change. Fue algo que lo cambió totalmente el juego y todo. Okay, so you were in Peoria, your first year and all that stuff.
Yeah.
What's the first level that you get assigned to?
So the AZL, which is the Arizona Summer League.
Arizona Summer League.
Yeah. So obviously being a high school kid, not a high pick, not a college guy. So I played in the AZL.
Mm-hmm. Okay, AZL. That was the rookie ball, correct?
Yes.
Jason, I've been watching videos of you for a little while now and all that stuff. And I see your swing, and I see, by the way, I'm a trainer as well. I train. I don't know if you've seen, my training, whatever, but I do. And I've seen your mechanics, and I see that your load is very simple. Simple is more in baseball. And I see that you don't try to do too much, and the ball flies.
Yeah.
Who has taught you to have the mechanics that you have, or helped you shape what you have before getting drafted? Who did you train with?
A lot of people.
A lot of people.
But yeah, so there were tons of coaches that I had who've helped me. Just off the top of my head, just the Bronx Bombers have helped me a lot. Bernie Casada, one of the coaches at Monroe. There's a lot of people who've put their ideas, told me things like things to try, this and that. But like I told you, I've stuck to the same people that I know from back then, the same people who work with me now.
Okay. Le pregunto yo a Jason que yo veo que él tiene un swing y un cuadre bien simple. Y le digo que en la pelota, simplicidad es más, porque uno no quiere hacer muchas cosas. Y le pregunto que quién le enseñó lo que él sabe. Me dice que mucha gente, muchos entrenadores metieron la mano y a él lo ayudaron. Okay, so now that you're a professional, right? For example, when you're in the cage or you're taking batting practice and your hitting coach, for example, tells you, Jason, I think you should do this, you should do that. I know that it's not good to change your mechanics, or when you feel uncomfortable with something that a coach is telling you, like, what do you say? Because you're the one that's there hitting. You're the one that has to feel. What do you tell them? Like, I don't really.
Being a professional, that's a learning experience. So, like I told you, I was young.
Mm-hmm.
So my first year in the AZL, I had a coach tell me to try something.
Mm-hmm.
Tried it in a game, didn't work. But you don't try things one day. So I tried and tried, didn't work. I tried it for the rest of the summer that year.
Mm-hmm.
Come next year, spring training, and he's like, "What happened to what I told you to do, or what we tried?" I tried it again just because he had reminded me of it.
Mm-hmm.
Still young, and just trial and error. So you learn, you try it, you learn, you fail, you try it again. Just going through that, and growing up and being mature, obviously. So I grew up, I matured. Trying it wasn't for me.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen it work for other people. For me, it doesn't work. So I told them, I was like, it doesn't work for me. I tried it over and over, and there's no solution.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And to me, it's kind of like, why try something new when what you were doing is what got you there?
Exactly. That's my point. That's my point. What you have done for a long time is what got you there. But sometimes we go into slumps. Have you been in a slump so far in your professional career? And if you have, how have you gotten out of it mental wise? Like, it's all here. It's all here. What have you done, brother?
I mean, 2018, I want to say. Yeah, 2018. First 20 games, I'm hitting 400. I hit for the cycle in those first 20 games.
Wow.
I had a home run or two in those first 20 games. I had some other issues aside from baseball, and that's what brought me into my slump. And just baseball's baseball, so I got into a slump. But like I told you, you have those people around. You have friends, you have the family, you even have coaches who try to help you, and just like you have to be open-minded enough to know that whatever's going on, there's gonna be a brighter day.
Right. That's 100%, because in this game you fail more than what you succeed. if you have 10 at bats and in those 10 at bats you strike out 7 times, but you get 3 hits, you're considered great because you're hitting 300. That's the game that we play. Le pregunto yo a Jason que en momento de adversidad y de slumps que le pasa a todos los jugadores, cómo él se ha mantenido y cómo él ha salido de eso. Dice él que él tiene gente y entrenadores que nos han ayudado específicamente con ese tiempo de slump. Y hay que seguir porque se sale del slump. Jason, growing up, what team did you like? Please don't say the Yankees, man. Please don't say the Yankees.
Yeah, I was a Yankee fan growing up.
I understand. I'm not much of a Yankee fan. I respect them, but if you don't know, you're gonna know now. I was born in Massachusetts, so I'm a big Red Sox fan as well.
Nah.
Yeah, man.
Nah.
Yeah. I like the Red Sox and I like the Mets. I've been living here in New York for 16, 17 years, so I went with the Mets. You know, I went with the blue and orange.
Right.
Did you get any traction from the Yankees? You said the Mets, but the Yankees never.
No.
Okay.
Not the Yankees. Mets, yeah, but not the Yankees.
Okay. Growing up, who was your favorite player? Who did you try to emulate, or who did you watch a lot growing up?
Adrian Beltre.
Adrian Beltre. Le pregunto yo a él que cuando estaba creciendo, ¿cuál fue su jugador favorito? Me dice que Adrián Beltré. That's why you play third base, right? You try to.
Yeah, basically, it just fit, and that's why I tried to play my game after.
Why did you like him so much? Like, we all know he's a Hall of Fame caliber player, but what did you see in him that you didn't see in other players, or you stuck with him?
His character, and obviously his play on the field. Like, you see him and Elvis Andrus going back and forth. Elvis Andrus being Tom in the situation. I mean, Jerry, and it's like Beltre was Tom. So it was just like that back and forth, like that fun, that passion that he had for the game, just having fun all times.
Dice Jason que
what he did.
Yeah. Dice Jason que el carácter y cómo jugaba el juego, Adrián Beltré le gustó mucho, y como compartía, siempre se mantenía activo y tranquilo. So, knowing that you like Adrian Beltre so much, we can't touch your head, right?
I mean, that I don't know what's his deal with that, but that I don't really care about.
He's very disciplined, man. He's very disciplined. I don't know what it is with that guy, but
yeah,
I've seen a lot of players smacking him and stuff, and he would not take that for nothing, bro, for nothing, man. I wish he could have still played a year more, but I guess it was his time, man. It was his time. I have a question for you, brother. As a professional player, what do you think differences a professional from an amateur, saying a high schooler or whatever? Like, what's the difference? It is still baseball, but what's the difference? What can you say is like the biggest culture shock?
The different mental aspects. Yeah. So I don't know, I feel like as a professional, you get too far into your head. So it's like you think that if you don't do a certain something in a day, or something like for that week or that month, whatever, you think that there's repercussions within the organization.
Mm-hmm.
As an amateur, that's why you see everybody, and it's like they say, let the kids play. Think of it like if when you're a little kid, because all you're doing is having fun.
Mm-hmm.
You're not thinking about that you had a bad day, and you're not thinking about that. You're just having fun. You with your friends, family, whatever. As a professional, you get more into your head, and you're like, damn, if I don't do this, I could possibly be going home. If I don't do that, you think of all the repercussions that come with it, instead of having fun, letting your body be free and playing the game.
I was just going to ask you this now as well. So this is going to be your 4th year as a professional. I'm pretty sure you've made very good connections within the organizations, good friends and all that. Have you seen players being demoted or being cut, basically, or stuff like that?
Yeah, you see it every year.
You see that every year?
It's tough. Yeah.
So you form relationships with these players and, you know, you become friends and de un momento a otro,
Yeah.
bang. Have you had to console player with that transition, or because I've seen a lot of players cry and stuff like that. Have you had to, you know, help them out and help them understand that there's a life after this, basically?
Yeah.
Walk me through that.
I mean, I haven't been the one to consult because I haven't been put in that situation, thank God.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been there, I've seen it happen. I've had friends who have been cut or released, and it's tough because the same way you meet them, you see them, they're packing their bag, they look at you and you're like what's up? Like you make a new friend.
Mm-hmm.
And then a couple years later or months later, whatever, you look over at that same locker and there's nobody there, or they're packing their stuff to go home.
Right. Wow. Le pregunto yo a él que si él ha tenido la oportunidad de ver a sus compatriotas, jugadores de la misma organización, que forman una buena relación y todo eso, y de un día a otro son released. Me dice que sí, que ha visto eso todos los años. Brother, what major leaguer have you had the chance to work out with or talk to within the organization or even the Mariners organization?
One of the first major league players who I met was Framil Reyes, who got traded to the Indians.
You know what's crazy, bro? You know what's crazy? Now that you say that name, I was gonna tell you, you remind me of Framil Reyes. Your stance, your swing, the level of maturity. He's very young as well. He's only like 24, 25. You got to practice with that dude?
He was one of the first dudes that I met. One of the first major leaguers that I met.
And talk to me, like, what was that experience? ¿Qué te dijo? ¿Qué no te dijo? What advice did he give you?
It was crazy because this was when he was in the minor. He was in big league camp, but he didn't break with the major league club yet. So he was in big league camp, and that day he got sent down, and he was just chilling with the minor leaguers.
Okay.
So he's out on the backfield with us. He goes to the backfield. We're in a game. We're in an inter squad. He's in shorts or whatever, and I'm sitting down and he's talking to some other players, and I didn't know who he was. And I'm just like, I'm looking at him, and he looked at me, and he's just like, hold on. And he asked me, he's like, wait, you Pineda? And I'm like, yeah. And he tells me he was in big league camp. I just got to the organization. This was my first full year in 2018. And he tells me, he's like, oh, I heard about you.
Wow.
So for me, it was like a culture shock that he knew who I was because he was in big league camp, and it was my first full year.
Wow, man. Wow, that's epic. That's intense right there. Le pregunto yo a Jason que cuál fue el jugador de Grandes Ligas o así que él, el primer jugador de Grandes Ligas al cual le dio la mano y todo eso, me dice que Framil Reyes. Framil Reyes, cuando él lo conoció, no estaba en Grandes Ligas todavía, pero ya estaba en 40-man roster. Y él, Framil Reyes, él mismo le dijo a Pineda, yo Pineda, que si él era Pineda, y que él había oído mucho. What was some of the advices that he gave you to take you to the next level?
He told me, so my name on IG is La Máquina. He was like he told me I should change it. He was like your name should be El Búfalo because I was
El Búfalo.
Because he's a big body like me. It was just like similar. He's taller than I am, but so it just went from there, and that relationship grew, that friendship. So when he was heading out to camp or whatever, he told me, like, I'm gonna leave you a few bats in your locker. So he's just cool. So like you saw, Freddie said in the comments that talk about the Miguel Sano conversation, and it was a similar situation. So this was when I was in high school, though. This wasn't when I was a professional. We were at a showcase, the PSAL showcase.
PSAL, okay.
And Sano was there with one of his cousins, and the same exact thing happened. He's like, "Oh, you Pineda, I know who you are." And to me, it was a culture shock because it's a big leaguer, a well-known big leaguer who has a movie, a documentary, everything. And he tells me
Boquetón,
that he knows.
claro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And he tells me he knows who I am, that they speak about me in the clubhouse and stuff like that. So I was shocked.
Wow, man, wow. Me dice Jason también que tuvo la oportunidad de conocer a Boquetón, Miguel Sanó, y Miguel Sanó conocía quién era Jason ya. Eso es algo épico. Y dijo muchas cosas buenas de ese muchacho. That's amazing, bro. That's amazing. That's amazing. Jason, the toughest moment for you as a professional until now, what has it been?
A lot of people know a couple years ago my mom had cancer.
Okay.
That was probably the toughest moment. Even though it happened as a professional, but it has nothing to do with baseball. This was the same time that I told you the first 20 games I was hitting like 400, and then I got into a slump with stuff that was off the field. That was that moment.
Yeah, wow. I hope she's doing well, brother, and que
Appreciate
Dios
it.
la cuide y siga para adelante. Le pregunto yo a él que, como profesional, ¿cuál ha sido su momento más difícil? Él me dijo que su primer año su mamá la diagnosticaron con cáncer y eso lo puso en otra mentalidad porque no es fácil. Wow, brother, wow. So you have dealt with a lot of adversity. Oh, he's paused. I'm not sure if you can hear me. Can you hear me,
Yeah,
Jason?
I can hear you. I'm good.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
So you have dealt with some life-changing experiences, and to see that you can still maintain positivity is great. By the way, brother, if by any chance this live shuts down, I will go back on so that we can finish the small interview and stuff like that.
All right.
But yeah, man, yeah. Living as a professional baseball player, do you guys group up with each other? Talk to me about your living routine. How do you go about that?
So in the AZL, you stay in a hotel or an apartment. You're either with another player in the hotel you're with another player.
Mm-hmm.
In the apartment you're with another two to three players.
Oh wow! And you guys have to cover all the expenses?
For the Padres, no.
Oh, for the Padres, no.
Not at that stage. Once you start moving up levels, so I believe once you get to high A, double A, and triple A, then you start covering those expenses.
Okay. So the Padres are a very prestigious organization because I remember when I was playing in the Dominican Republic, when they inaugurated their facility over there, that was the best facility within the 30 teams. You had rooms with AC. It was crazy. I went in there and I was amazed, brother, amazed. Have you had the chance to visit that facility in the Dominican Republic?
I did. I went a couple years back.
I don't know why it's like, I don't know, freezing or whatever, but can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you. It's not freezing on my screen.
It's not freezing on your screen? Okay. On my screen, it's still like a buffering thing. I'm not sure why. Let me see. Boom, 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 boom. You mind moving around a little bit so I can see if si se arregla?
You see it or no?
No, it's like a little circle buffering. If not, it's okay. It's okay. The audio is fine. The audio, we'll still go through it.
Yeah.
What do you miss the most when you're away for many months? What do you miss the most? Obviously your family, but like, what is one thing that you miss? And you're like, damn, I wish I wish I had that right now.
To be honest, obviously family, but food.
Yes, man. Yes, that your mom's cooking, brother. Your mom's cooking arroz con habichuela y carne. Hell yeah. What do you guys eat over there, bro? What are you guys accustomed to eating?
I mean, when you're so last year I played in short season A ball, so you're on the road. If you're not at home and stuff, so a lot of McDonald's at 12 and 2 o'clock in the morning.
Okay. Hey, that Mickey D's comes in handy sometimes,
Nah, that's not good, man.
I know, I'm busting your chops. Let me ask you something. Do you play in the the night league or in the morning league? Because I know there's a rookie ball that's in the night and then one in the morning. ¿Cómo la cosa?
To be honest, I think that's in Florida.
Oh,
Like
in
they
Florida.
have two. Yeah, they have two. They have like a rookie ball and a rookie advanced.
Mm.
For the teams in Arizona, they don't have that. Arizona games are in the night.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What is the hardest pitcher that you have faced so far? Like that you couldn't figure this guy out type of situation.
That's one to think about.
Knowing that you can hit the ball 400 feet is really hard to think about. But there's always that one pitcher you're like, damn, like what's wrong with this guy?
I can't think of a pitcher specifically,
Okay.
but I feel like I would say the pitch to me would be a slider. That's probably the toughest pitch.
The slider.
So yeah.
Le pregunto yo a
There's a lot
Jason
of
que cuál ha sido el pitcher o el pitcher más difícil al cual él se ha enfrentado. Me dice que no sabe todavía, pero sí el picheo rompiente, el slider, que él está trabajando con eso. Está trabajando con eso. Entiendo. Jason, what is one advice that you would give New York players on the rise that want to be in the position that you're in, sign?
just don't get caught up in the life that a lot of people are accustomed to.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, you could be with your friends, you can go out. Just make sure you're watching what you do and stuff.
Okay. Give me 1 second, brother. Let me see if it's my Wi-Fi. Give me 1 second, all right?
I could leave and come back.
Can you do that for me, please?
Yeah, I got you right now.
All right. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you. So Jason's going to come right back because we're having some technical difficulties, but we're going to try and figure this out. I've seen a lot of comments, a lot of people commenting, and I want to see what your thoughts are. By the way, my name is John Carlos from BarrelUp Baseball, guys. Thank you for tuning in. This live will be available for you guys right after the show, and also on the BarrelUp Baseball podcast in YouTube. I'll give you the link and all that stuff. He's gonna come back on within the next minute. So, Eddie, mi hermano, te quiero mucho. Gracias por la sintonía. Gracias por la sintonía. We're gonna wait for him. Okay, here we go. Perfect. My boy, New Jack. I see you, bro. I see you. Okay, now I see you good, bro. Thank you for coming back on the live.
All right, no problem.
So, have you had any information as to when baseball activities will return or anything like that?
We completely in the dark.
Oh my God.
The same thing that fans know about professional baseball coming back is the same thing that we know.
Wow, man. Raymond, un saludo para Raymond ahí que lo veo. No se sabe cuándo este año va a comenzar. Right now, today's the 4th of April, or the 5th.
Yep.
We would have been watching an MLB game or something, but
yeah, minor league camp
stuck at home.
Would have been breaking right now.
When does the minor league camp start? Usually.
Around the beginning of March, around there.
The beginning of March. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What was the highest level of you said rookie last year, but
I played in short season last year.
Okay. How many games is that?
I want to say 60 something.
60 something games.
Yeah.
Okay, brother. I have an interesting question for you, and I want you to take your time with this.
Yeah.
So that people that don't know about the sport or ones that do know what exactly they should wait if they get drafted or not. So walk me through a day within the life of Jason Pineda. Literally a day.
In high school?
No, as a pro.
As a pro, okay.
Yeah. Talk to me about that. Not in season or getting ready for
Um,
season. Whatever you want.
I'll do both. Okay, so if in the off season, this off season was probably the best one that I've had.
Mm-hmm.
Just for the fact I was at the end of the season from eating that McDonald's that you said was good earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I was 255 at the end of the
255
season.
pounds.
Yeah,
Wow.
at the end of the season. Uh, the last week of the season, we had one of the coordinators walk in, and I'm just sitting in the clubhouse, and he's like, what's going on? Just like my body felt fine. Like I didn't feel like anything was wrong or anything, but it's just not. It's just there's extra weight that you don't need to carry.
Right. Right.
So for me, it was just like this off season, just getting into the best shape I could. So they asked me to get down to 220, and I
30
was working.
pounds.
Yeah, basically 35. But yeah,
35. Yeah.
so I was just working out every day. I worked out with Turn Two Fitness, CJ, if you know.
CJ. Yeah. I know.
Yeah.
I know that guy.
So put in a lot of work with CJ in the weight room, hitting and just eating right. I ended up losing more weight than I needed to. Like I told you, when I went to weigh in on my physical, I was 209 with 9% body fat.
And how do you plan on staying at 209 with 9% body fat? How do you you know?
Just eating right, staying strong, staying in shape.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. I see that you practice with a lot of professional players like
Yeah.
what's this guy's name from the Pirates?
Henry
Alamize.
Ordonez. Oh, Stefan.
Stephen Alamize and all that stuff.
Yeah.
You practiced with a lot of Quentin Holmes and all that stuff. What is something that they tell you that sparks your interest in their game to see, like, because they say, oh no, this is working for me, this is not working for me. What is something that they can tell you that that you think that will work for you?
I mean,
Some advice that they've given you.
a lot of them are here in the comments right now. So there's Jalen, there's Ernie. I know Quentin was in here earlier.
Okay.
Um, Jalen right now is asking who got more rings. Me and him go back and forth competition, hitting wise, and so
Mm.
he just wants everybody to know in here that he beat me this offseason in hitting competition. He got more rings, but
Okay.
yeah. So it's friendly competition. You just want to stay at the top of your game and competing.
Okay. Okay. I saw that you played a little bit of first as well, right?
Yeah, I'm a first baseman now.
You're a first baseman officially.
Yeah, yeah.
And how has that transition been from third to first?
I mean, growing up, I played both, so obviously more third than first.
Mm.
But it wasn't a culture shock to me. It wasn't like damn, like I can't play third anymore or I don't want to. But it was first year I played 17 games at third, 17 at first, split innings. Instructs came, they said I was gonna play first only, and that was just the case.
How tall are
Whatever,
you?
6'2".
Oh, 6'2". Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now going into some technical questions. What kind of bat do you use, brother?
I use
Lengthwise, weight-wise?
34 inches, 32 ounces.
34 and 34 inches, 32 ounces. Okay.
Yeah.
What brands do you like?
Right now, Victus is my top preference. Victus and
Victor's.
Louisville.
I like Tucci Lumber a lot. Louisville, I
I swung
love.
that this off season.
You swung that this offseason?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you usually stay with those ounces and that width? Or, for example, I know for myself, I have always used a 33, 30 ounces and stuff like that. But let's say that there was a pitcher on a particular day that was throwing heat, like 94, 95 plus. I would literally use a 32 to get my hands through the zone a little faster. Do you stay with the same?
Nah, yeah. I stick with the same bat regardless. I mean, I know some people at the end of the season use a lighter bat just because
Mhm.
they're tired, their arms are tired, their body's tired. But I haven't been that way. I've stuck with the same bat all year, regardless of pitcher timing or anything.
Okay. Throughout the season, brother, do you still manage to work out in the weight room, or do you just like stop the weight room work and just focus on the season?
Yeah, we have mandatory workouts
Oh,
during
really?
season. Yeah, there's weeks where we have to max out, so it's not like there's any days off.
You
So
don't
you
you
have
don't
to.
wake up sore? You don't wake up sore with those workouts?
Me personally, no. I feel like your body gets used to it.
Right.
So like there's days where you go in, check the schedule, and you got to work out. You walk into the weight room, and it's a max day.
Mm-hmm.
You go, you deadlift your max weight, you RFE split squat your max weight, and then you got to go play later that night. So
That
it
night.
just
Wow.
yeah. So it just
That's
depends on how your body recovers and how well you recover from that.
that's intense. That's intense. Le pregunto a Jason que durante la temporada si los entrenamientos en el gimnasio se paran o no, si siguen. Y me dice que no, que los entrenamientos del gimnasio son mandatorios en la temporada y a veces hay que hacer el peso máximo y todo por el estilo. So, es una vida para el que cree que la pelota es fácil. It's not. No es fácil. Baseball, to be a baseball player is a 365 a year, days of the year job. You know, you have to stay on top of it because, like I said, there's always somebody working. There's always somebody working to take your spot.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, man. I mean, I want to go see you if this year permits us. If Corona permits us, I'll take a flight because I do that a lot. But I want to go catch
Okay.
one of your games and stuff. I'm gonna talking about that. What level were you gonna be assigned to this year, or what team?
I'm not sure because we're only there for a week. So that I mean, obviously they have in mind where they want you to be or where they think they're going to put you.
Okay.
But it also depends on how you play and how you perform in spring training.
Okay. Obviously, we know you for your bat since high school. You know,
Yeah.
everybody's been watching your progress and all that stuff. But besides your hitting skills, what would be one attribute that you can tell me that you have improved 100%?
The other end of baseball, defensively, man. I
Defensively?
feel like, yeah, that was one of the tasks that was handed to me as I transitioned over from being a third baseman. It was
Mhm.
just being more being more efficient on the defensive end.
Okay, okay. Um, instead of being ready for that line drive to third, now you got to be on your feet. Let's say if there's a runner on first, you got to be holding the runner. It's a little bit different. It's a little bit
Yeah,
different. But
you're closer than third too, so
right,
that's what a lot of people forget.
right, you're closer than third. Um, for third basemen and first basemen, what do they want? They want power, right? Or am I wrong?
That depends on the person,
Mm,
obviously, because there's going to be some third basemen that'll be quicker, but they're at the position because there's another shortstop there, so they're playing third because they can play both.
mm-hmm,
So that just depends on what role you play.
mm-hmm. Okay. I hope that one day, we can meet up in person and stuff. Obviously, I have to give you. Oh, by the way, I have the shirts here. I'll show you in a bit, so
All right,
that we can take some lessons and stuff. And if you give me the opportunity to train with you and stuff, so I can get
for sure,
in the Westchester area, and I would love to one day, work out with you if that's okay with you.
for sure, for sure.
Uh, Within the contract, right? Is there certain things that you can't do, like they restrict you from while you're at home and stuff like that?
Um, no,
No, they just stay healthy and don't get into trouble.
yeah. I mean, obviously, you have to hold yourself accountable,
Hmm.
regardless if it's in the contract or anything. Just hold yourself accountable as being a professional and like the image you want to create for yourself.
Hmm. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Now let's retrocede a little bit back. When you had to make the decision of going to college or going Sorry for that, guys. I forgot that um, Instagram has a countdown for how many minutes you can do and stuff. So I guess they just shut it down. Instagram be doing that sometimes. Sorry about that. I see Jason get him back on, and hopefully he sends the request. My fault, Jason. I don't know what happened. It's just Instagram sometimes just shuts down the live within the hours or range of time. So if you're here, and I think you are, let me see if I can just go live. Here we go. Waiting. Instagram be doing that where when you're on live for too long, they just
Yeah, I know.
Sorry about that, man. Well,
you good.
let's put it on Instagram. 2020, brother. 2020. Before this coronavirus pandemic, just outbursted, what were your expectations for yourself and for this year, for your team, for your respective team? What do you have in mind?
Obviously, I wanted to move up a level. That was a goal of mine. Just keep progressing. But for as a team standpoint, it would be just win a championship. Last year in short season A ball, we made it to Game 5 of the championship and ended up losing.
Against who? Against what organization?
Against the Diamondbacks.
Ooh,
Yeah.
wow. That's tough right there, because you've always been in championship caliber teams. Sorry, whether it be high school or now even pro, but in high school you guys won.
Yeah.
I actually remember, because a good friend of mine, his name is Mark Vargas. His brother was on your team. Harry Vargas, and he hit a double in that game too as well, and I was like, wow. So he's another player that I believe has the talent to in the near future be drafted, and maybe it might be with the Padres. You never know.
Yeah, for sure.
Have you met Manny Machado, brother?
Met him as to where I've spoken to him? No. Have I seen him walking around? Yeah. Like just like a head nod or whatever. Yeah, but like sit down and have a conversation with him now.
What is his presence like within a walking distance? Like, how did you feel when you were like, holy crap, that's Manny Machado?
I mean, obviously, like growing up as a kid, you like these are the people you see on TV. So they're superstars, and it doesn't change when you see them 10 feet away from you. So, like, I remember the day like it was like right now. So we're all sitting outside in the patio, having a meeting, and he had just signed his contract, $300 million.
$300 million.
Yeah.
10 years.
So he's walking by. He's just like giving everybody a head nod, and it's Manny Machado. So everybody's like the meeting is on pause. He just walks by, and everybody's just like following him into the clubhouse.
Yeah. What about Fernando Tatis Jr.? You seen him around?
Him I've sat down and spoke to.
Really?
Yeah.
He's another humble guy where I've seen that he's just nonchalant. He likes to have fun.
For sure.
Okay. I'm not going to take too much of your time, but...
No, you're good. Don't worry about it.
Walk-up song. What's your favorite walk-up song?
For this year or what I had last year?
Well, for last year, and then we'll go to this year.
For last year, I had En La Mía by Roche RD.
Es el mejor, papá. Roche RD.
Yeah.
¿Cómo que va esa canción? En La Mía. ¿Cómo que va? Espérate. I forget, but I know I've heard it. I'm a big Roche RD fan.
Yeah, that was my walk-up song.
En La Mía, yo estoy.
Yeah, that's exactly the part that I had.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What about this year? What are you gonna use this year?
That's something that I started thinking about, like in the off season too, because obviously you prepare yourself for the season in the off season. So during the off season, I start thinking about what glove I want, what bats, what cleats, all that stuff. And walk-up song is one of those questions that I ask myself. This year I was completely in the dark. I don't know what was gonna
Transpire.
happen with that.
Okay. Are you the type of player that changes gloves every year, or you like to stick with routine cleats and stuff like that?
Nah, I'm not that like. I would say the style of something, I stick with it, but that same exact thing, nah.
Okay.
So for me, like I'm gonna use a Rawlings glove. FM19 is the model that I use.
FM19.
So colorways and like all that stuff, I'll change, but the model and I'll stick to that model and all that.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, you're only 20 years old. You're very young. You have all of the time in the world to put up these numbers and all that stuff. But I can definitely see you, and I'm not saying it because, I'm with Jason Pineda. No. Because I've seen your swing and all that stuff. I can definitely see you impacting the Padres lineup in the next 5 years, man. I don't know why, but I know.
Hopefully so.
Oh, no, man. I keep going with the way you're going, because si pelotero como Sano and all these people know of you, all you have to do is produce, man. Produce. Walk up song suggestions. Everybody, I want to hear ya, man. By the way, guys, again, like I said earlier, I want to thank you for joining us. By the looks of it, we're going to be here for another 10 to 15 minutes. My name is John Carlos. I'm here with Jason Pineda. I have a baseball training business, a baseball podcast. It's called BarrelUp Baseball Training, BarrelUp Podcast. You guys can follow me after this live. And also, you will see, for those that couldn't make it to the live or whatever, I'm going to record this and I'm going to edit it and put it in the YouTube channel, so you guys can all see everything that happened, all the questions, all the comments. Oh, I got something for you, brother. I'm going to let you choose. So I got this one. It says Barrel Up, right?
Okay. Yeah.
And then I have another one, another style. I have the one I'm wearing.
That one's fire. Yeah.
Right. And then I have this one, brother. Which one would you like?
The one that you got on.
The one that I got on. Okay, perfect. Yeah. Perfect. What size are you?
Large.
A large. Okay. So if I have an extra large, would it matter? Because
no, that's good. Don't worry about it.
All right, my brother. All right, because I've literally gone through the whole box and everybody has bought stuff like that, and se me fue en todo, loco.
Don't worry about it. I got something for you too. Don't worry about it.
Oh, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you, man. I don't know, but for some reason I feel that baseball is gonna come back sooner than what we expect. And
I hope so.
I hope so too. But I just want you to stay focused, brother, because like you said, you have to stay accountable. And I know for a fact that there's a lot of players right now eating mom's food like crazy and not worrying about that weight. But it will hit you once you get back to training camp. So así como tú vas, you're gonna be great. Don't stay, don't your routine. Don't change it. As good as that food looks, the temptation is there, but you gotta stay the way you are, brother. Who have you been compared to in the past? I already know that I compared you to Framil Reyes, and you told me you spoke to him. That was a big coincidence. I was gonna tell you that, but tell me about it.
Let me see. Beltre's one when I was younger, when I played third. I got Justin Upton from
Wow.
one of our hitting coaches.
Okay.
Those are the top two I can name off my head right now.
Okay. Justin Upton tiene un swing brutal ese tigre. Ese tigre
Yeah.
cuando le da la bola, gone, brother, gone. So let's have some fun right now, brother. In my last episode, I was celebrating my 1 year anniversary, and I did a little contest with myself and my other co-host. His name is Daryl, and we gave people a top 5 shortstop list. So the ones that are active and rookies that are also active but are on the up and up. I want you to give me a top 3 right now, shortstops that you feel like, ooh, el final, la máquina.
I'm gonna switch it. I'm gonna go top 3. I'm gonna go top 3 first baseman since I'm a first baseman myself.
Even better. I'll give you my top 3. Go ahead. Wait, I gotta think about that. Yeah. Okay.
Top 3 first baseman right now. Since he's still playing, even if you would have said back then or now, I'm gonna say Pujols is on that top 3. Bellinger.
Yeah. Bellinger has placed first, yes.
I can't decide between Freddie Freeman or Matt Olson.
Matt Olson is from
the Oakland A's.
The Oakland A's. Okay.
Yeah.
Very good selections. You put me on the spot right now. So I'm gonna give you my list that I just came up with. He's still active, and many people say, oh, that he's on the decline or whatever, but I got Miguel Cabrera.
Yeah.
Right? I got Freddie Freeman. And my number 1 right now, don't say anything.
I already know who it is.
Who?
Pete Alonso.
Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy because look. I wrote it down. Pete Alonso, my guy. Freaking sensation right now, bro.
See, you would have told me top 5, I'll give you Pete Alonso on there, but
He's only played 1 year.
I'm gonna stick to my top 3.
Yo, his swing and his load is out of this world.
Yeah.
This guy, I don't know what is his mentality. I've researched a lot of what he does and all that, but he can hit the fastball up here. He can hit the fastball inside, outside. There's no pitching to this man. He's
got it figured out.
He has it well figured out.
Yeah. When you're in that groove.
Say it again?
I said when you're in that groove, it's hard to stop.
Right, bro. Right. Do you look at major leaguers in particular to feed off of, or anyone?
In particular, no. I'm all around. I've watched videos from Puig in 2015 to Pete Alonso now. Older videos before Frank Thomas, younger Pujols. I'm all over the place watching videos of players.
Okay. Are you the type of player that believes in launch angle and all that stuff and things like that?
Not at all.
Me neither, man. I'm very old school. I just feel that staying inside the ball and staying in the strike zone as much as you can will always give you the best chance to get a hit. I don't believe that these new statistics that WAR, launch angle, they don't really resonate as much. And I applaud you for thinking the same.
Yeah.
Because you mean to tell me that 50 years ago they were thinking about launch angle? No. 30 years ago, no. Eso es algo de ahora. The game, I don't know. I'm gonna ask you this. Do you feel like the game has become a little bit more analytical and stuff like that when it comes to like in-game situation and all that stuff?
I feel like that's more of a fans kind of thing. I don't know how to say it, but I feel like it's more like for people who want to like watch the game and analyze and do all that stuff. Because you're not gonna tell me somebody in game is gonna swing and miss at a pitch and say, "Oh, I didn't hit it because I had a 30-degree launch angle."
That's a fact, bro. That's a fact. My last two questions for you. Where do you see yourself in the next 3 years? And who is the first person you're going to call when you make it to the majors? I'm making that statement right now. In the next 3 to 5 years, you're in the major leagues. Who's the first person you will call?
My mom and my brothers.
Yes. Yes. That's the answer I was looking for, because
Even though they'll probably know before.
right. They're all checking you and stuff, and checking your daily stats and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Without further ado, my brother, I want to thank you for this time. I want to thank you for, giving me the opportunity to interview you. It's been nothing but a great time. Everybody that joined the live, I am nothing but blessed to have you guys. And from here on out, I want to obviously get to know you in person and all that stuff. And maybe one day when you make it to the majors, you call you, hey, John Carlos, I'm here, brother. I got tickets for you. I hope that one day I get to see you in San Diego and over there. And I want to thank you, brother, once again for giving me the opportunity for this podcast. And subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already. And
I got you.
any last words? Or sorry, any questions you have for me? I've been talking a lot.
Nah, no questions right now. If anything, we can just catch up. Everybody in the comments saying they'll let the fans ask questions. So
let's go 5 minutes, 5 more minutes. I want to see what the fans have to say. Fans, this is your chance to ask some questions that you would like to know. It's the live is buffering again, so you might have to go in again. I'm so sorry about that, bro.
Nah, you good. Don't worry.
So I'm gonna give, while you come back on, I'm gonna give the fans a chance to ask questions to myself and obviously to Jason Pineda. Ask away, and we'll try to answer them within the next 5 to 10 minutes, guys. We're here for you. So shoot your questions. I want to see what they have to say.
Somebody said, let me see. Who's the best pitcher you faced in PSAL?
That's a good question for you.
Best pitcher in PSAL? I mean, I'm probably going to say Wesley from Dubs.
Oh, hell yeah. Wesley was throwing 98 in Dubs.
Yeah.
What was that at bat like? What was the turnout?
First at bat, I mean, the first time we played him, I punched 3 times probably.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And then the second game we played him, I think I doubled down the line to first.
Okay. Brother, do you mind going back in so that they can see you? Because on my side, it's a little frozen. I'm not sure why. I'm sorry about that. I got you. So he said, thank you. And he said, Wesley from G Dubs. Let's see, guys. What other questions do you guys have? We're here to answer them for you. That question from JC42, is that for myself or for Jason? Do you know Spanish? I do. I love speaking Spanish. Furthest ball you ever hit. Okay, I'm gonna ask him that as soon as he comes back. Furthest ball, I'm gonna take a guess, and I would say it's at least 450 feet, because the guy's a beast. The guy's a beast. He should be coming back on. Let me see something real quick. Can he speak it? Okay, we'll get him back on the live. Sorry about that, guys. Oh, here we go. So one of the people here on the live asked you if you know how to speak Spanish.
That was JC. He know I know how to speak Spanish. It's just because you was translating. That's why.
And another one asked, what is the furthest ball you've hit?
My bad. I just got a phone call. That's why it's probably freezing.
Oh,
but, This ball I hit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I'm gonna guess maybe 450 feet.
I
Literally.
don't have an answer. I don't know.
I'm,
We don't got
I'm,
we don't got Statcast yet.
you guys don't have Statcast yet.
No.
The 2 home runs you hit in Yankee Stadium.
Yeah.
Which one is further?
I don't know. Yo, to be honest, I watched the video and it looks like the same spot. And from my memory, it looked like the same exact spot, but I can't tell. I don't know.
Okay. Ask away, guys. Ask away. We have about 5 minutes left before the live ends because Instagram has a limit. What about in the Diamond Nation? What about the one in Diamond Nation that disappeared? They're talking about one in that Diamond Nation.
Which one?
Oh, which one? Oh God. Who's your barber? Who's that question for? Myself or Jason? Because right now, my barber's my brother. He cut my hair today. I wasn't gonna come on this live looking like a wolf. I was looking like a wolf earlier. Jason,
My barber's
who is
low
your
key, though. I
barber?
can't be giving out details like that.
Hey, no. El flow se queda con él. Él no puede.
Nah, I'm fucking with y'all. But my barber's a local guy I've been going to my entire life.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see another question.
Goal for this year. ¿Por qué no perreaste tanto en el chip game? Because he's humble. He's humble. He doesn't really have to show off, I would say.
I mean, it wasn't even that. I felt like to be honest, I have no control. It's just whatever happened, happened.
Exactly. Whatever happened, happened. I'm going to show you, bro. I'm going to show you. I still play like in the summer with men's league and all that stuff. I'm not a pro. I still have talent, though. But I'm going to show you a home run I hit in peak skill. You're going to be like, what?
All right.
I think that was the furthest ball I hit because in the lights, bro, it just vanished like this. You couldn't see that through left field. Obviously, I'm nothing like you, but still, me queda algo. All right. Any more questions, guys? Any more questions? ¿Tienen anillo ustedes? Wow. That was a little sub.
That ass.
Peso y tamaño de bate que usa. Yo le hice esa pregunta a él. You use a 34
por 32. Yeah.
un 32 onza.
32.
Okay. All right, we're going to take 2 more questions, guys, and we're going to wrap up the live. Again, subscribe to the YouTube channel, BarrelUp Podcast. Follow the page, and I will have the whole video edited as well, so you guys can see the ones that couldn't make the live. One person said, ¿qué hay que hacer para ir al draft? Trabajar fuerte y trabajar más fuerte que todo el mundo, especially in New York.
Let me see. There's another question here. Best set of teammates you ever played with? That's the hardest question. That's the hardest question.
Yeah, because everybody's a good. Well, not everybody, but most of the kids are good teammates. Oh, as a matter of fact, I'm not even going to ask you that. I don't want to jinx something negative. I was going to ask you, have you ever been injured? But don't even worry about that. Next question.
Nah, it happens. I mean, last year I got hit in the hand. Well,
which one? The left hand?
No, in extended, I got hit in the head twice in the same week, so I was out for a couple of days.
In the head or hand?
Yeah. No, I got hit in the head and in the jaw.
Holy crap!
So I was out for just concussion protocol. Nothing happened, thank God.
I've been
then
hitting
in
the jaw.
season.
I've been hitting the jaw.
Yeah.
I can, I know what you're talking about.
And then that last year as well, later in the season, I got hit in the hand.
Which one? Left hand? Left hand?
No, the right actually.
How? Maybe when you were already.
Yeah. So a two-seamer ran in and hit the top of my hand.
Wow. Wow, 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 wow. From a righty, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay. All
All
right.
the same team too. All three of those.
Oh, so they had something against you, maybe. maybe you went 4 for 4 in the game before, and you're like, all right, we got to get this guy at the lineup. Okay, one more question, guys. One more question. I'm gonna let Jason pick the question and he will answer it. Let me see.
There's a quick one right there.
Okay.
¿Qué lo hace mantenerse humilde? Como dije, mi familia, mi mamá y mis amigos.
Mis amigos, así mismo, así mismo. Bueno, mi hermano, te deseo lo mejor en este año, brother. I hope to meet you soon, like I said. And I hope we stay in touch so that, what, you play PlayStation?
Yeah.
What's your PSN, bro? We got to play. We have to play. You got the show 2020?
Of course.
Oh, it's lit. What's your PSN?
I'm going to put it in the comments right now.
He's going to put it in the comment. Va a poner su usuario de PlayStation en los comentarios. Quizá le gano yo. Déjame ver.
You got to put it in your YouTube channel.
Yeah. Un saludo para mi hermano Eddie. Eddie la brasa. Ese otro que no firmó, pero ese era el mejor bateador que yo conocí. La máquina 8_. La máquina 8_. Última pregunta, mi gente. Última pregunta. Let's go. Last questions.
I see the same question a couple times. It was let me see. First minor league at bat.
Ooh, first minor league at bat, brother. How was that?
I struck out.
Okay.
But no, it's just a real feeling. Like that's when you finally, like, it happens. You're in the clubhouse. You practice. But once you get into that first game, it's when you realize, like, this is the real deal. But that same day, I actually hit a home run. So my first hit was a home run.
Your first professional hit was a home run?
Yeah.
Wow. I was going to tell you, please send me via DM some footage so that I can use that for the editing, because I want to make something really, really nice for yourself and, for the fans, so you can remember this day, brother.
All right. I appreciate that. All right, man. I'm going to holler at you.
All right, my brother. Thank you so much, guys. He's about to be out. Thank you so much for everything, Jason. I hope you have a tremendous year. God bless. Stay healthy, and we'll talk very soon, brother.
All right.
All right, my brother. There you have it. The whole interview with Jason Pineda, homegrown player, New York player. You guys will see the whole video very, very soon, within the next couple days. This is your boy John Carlos from BarrelUp Podcast, BarrelUp Baseball. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Subscribe to follow my page. And sky's the limit, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll see each other soon next time. Thank you so much for everything, and God bless.